Hello, welcome to Born Fabulous Podcast. My name is Greta Harrison, and I am very, very, very happy to be joined today by Kayla McKeon and her friend Rachel Burns. Kayla is the manager of grassroots advocacy for the National Down Syndrome Society. She's the first registered lobbyist in DC with Down syndrome. She's the host of Kayla's Corner podcast, which can be found at ndss.org, and she's a student at Onondaga Community College. Kayla is changing the world, if you can't tell. Every single day she's doing that. So welcome, Kayla. Hi, Kayla, welcome. And welcome, Rachel.
Thank you.
Rachel, could you tell us a little bit about yourself, since I just gave a whole spiel about Kayla?
Not as exciting and not changing the world as much as Kayla, but I am a hairstylist in the Syracuse area, and I have two sons, 26 and 19, who are turned out to be pretty good kids, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
My youngest is a sophomore at Oswego State University, and my older son he just got out of the Army and he's home right now, but is planning on re-enlisting. And really, that's about it. I'm pretty easy.
Okay. So you're a proud mama and a very, very proud friend. I know.
Yes, absolutely.
So let's hear about how you and Kayla met. How did you meet? When did you meet?
Oh gosh, I don't even remember what year it was, but it was
about 16 years ago when we first met. But where did we first meet?
We met at the salon, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She was working in the salon with Kate at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kate, she decided to get pregnant and she left. And then I was handed Kayla. And we started our friendship there. Just our Saturday mornings together. It was great.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Okay, Kayla, what were you doing at the salon?
There was a boutique at the salon, and I would work in the boutique for a few hours under my immediate boss. And then when she went on maternity leave, I started to clean and help out around the different areas at Paparazzi.
Oh, and that was the name of the salon.
Rachel, she was my mentor, and she helped me figure out, okay, let's do this. Let's check this off the list or something.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, it sounds like you kind of learned step by step to do a lot of things at that salon.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay. And I'm going to assume, knowing Kayla's bubbly personality, that included mingling with the clients for sure.
Absolutely, yes. She would a lot of times be right at the front desk greeting clients, directing them where they need to go, and making them feel at home.
And how long did you work there, Kayla?
Oh, gosh. A long time.
I worked there for 14 years until the National Down Syndrome Society hired me on.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that was in 2017.
Okay. Wow.
I was 16 years old at the time.
Okay. So you were working there while you were going to high school?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And so that's when you met. And did your friendship did you just click instantly, or was it kind of over time? Or
it was pretty instantly, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So how often do you communicate? Do you text each other, call each other on the phone? What do you do?
Well, a huge fan of texting, so we
Yes.
text a lot.
Texting, and when she was in DC living there, FaceTime.
Exactly.
Yep. So, but we text probably
pretty often,
yeah.
Okay. And how often do you get to see each other?
Funny, we just got together the other day and we had lunch together.
Yes.
And that's when we called you.
Okay.
And so we try to get together pretty often.
Yes.
And do you do any fun things like take girls trips or?
We're gonna have to do that. Yeah, we haven't yet. She's pretty busy.
That's true. The important people that she interviews on her podcast can't even get on her lunch schedule. So I can see that. Yes. So, okay. So describe your friendship, if you.
Go ahead.
You go ahead.
I meant you.
You're the leader. I just follow.
You saw.
I think it's a pretty, it's a natural friendship, if that's the right word. And there's never anything, it's very hard to explain.
Yeah, kind of. But you think I hate you, folks?
I think it's a friendship where we don't have any walls. We share a lot. You know, sometimes, sometimes, you know, she'll more than she should. You know, and there's those times where I'm like, okay. But I think our friendship is just a natural. It's really hard to put a label on it. You know I could tell her anything.
And vice versa.
Yeah, and she actually has great advice sometimes.
Yeah, they gotta pick up with a boyfriend.
Yeah, right. Dump that one.
Yeah, don't recycle it.
Right.
Did you say recycle?
Yeah, don't recycle those boyfriends.
Don't recycle.
Oh, don't recycle. I thought she was telling you to recycle. Okay.
Nope, when you're done, you're done.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, that's really cool. Kayla, how you have a life of big changes. You one day you could be in DC meeting with somebody in Congress.
Correct.
And the next day you could be back home in Syracuse.
Yeah.
So tell me how important it is to you to have Rachel.
When I feel like I need to talk to somebody, and sometimes I love talking to my parents, don't get me wrong, but sometimes when I just need a friend, I know I can always talk to Rachel about like literally anything, and she has the best advice that I need, because maybe I just need a Rachel in my life, and I'm so happy she's here for me, because if I'm crying about something, she's right there. Go, it's okay. Let's look at it this way, kind of thing. So, and it goes back and forth. Like if she's down, I buy her a cup of coffee and we talk, or something to that extent. And just traveling takes a lot out of me. Trust me. But when I need a friend, I know I can always count on Rach.
Yeah, traveling. You do travel quite a bit. Traveling would take a lot out of anybody.
Yeah, especially with different time zones. They can be very confusing.
Yes. Now, you know, you just mentioned about how you can reach out to her whenever you need. Rachel, you've seen her evolve from the time she was in high school to being interviewed by Steve Hartman, or interviewing Tim Shriver, or she interviews Tim Shriver. So you've seen this big growth in Kayla. Well, I mean, explain how that feels for you as a friend to watch that.
I'm in awe most of the time. You know, I'm just like, oh my goodness, like when did this happen? You know, but it makes me very proud to see how far she's done, and you know what she's able to change and what she has changed. So I would say like proud. Aww.
I bet you're very proud. Have you?
Extremely, yes.
Have you ever gone to DC while she's been there, or?
I haven't had the opportunity. No. Now my time's a little more free now that my son's in college. So, you know, I have more free time. More.
Yay!
Yeah.
So maybe you'll be able to, right?
Yes.
That's really cool.
Yeah, we have some stuff that we've been planning for next year. We decided we might do the buddy walk together in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
Well, normally I walk that buddy walk in New York City.
Right.
So when Rachel comes, I'm like, I have to make a beeline.
Right. Yeah. So we're planning that. You know, that's in the works now with my nephew Riley. So that'll be fun.
Definitely. And I just asked one of my coworkers when it is, and they're gonna finalize it. I think by the end of next week, I want to say.
Okay. Now,
and it's one of our biggest buddy walks in New York City. they do this video in Times Square.
Of
And
course.
that highlights individuals with Down syndrome. And then we take a bus onward to Central Park where we do like dance, Zumba to exercise you out. They have food. It's just a great camaraderie because of all the people that's there and just being able to interact with everybody. So I'm looking forward to actually meeting Riley this time
Yes.
instead of pictures.
Right.
That's wonderful. That's really cool. Now, tell me about your experience, Rachel. Was Kayla the first person with any kind of disability that you've ever had any kind of relationship with in your life, or maybe not?
No, she's the closest that I've become. But growing up, I always, included, there was always somebody in class, with a disability or anything like that. And I always made sure they were included. So, and it was kind of the way I was raised, we're all the same, treat everybody equal, and see what a person has to offer, don't judge anybody, and don't, a book by the cover, as you'd say, but, just include everyone and make everybody, we're all the same.
Exactly.
So when you grew up, you had people with disabilities in your classes?
Yes.
That's, in 2019, that is still not the case in every school.
Right.
I know.
And Kayla knows that. That's
right.
One of the things we advocate for. So that's really great that you grew up that way.
Yeah.
And Kayla, what about your experience growing up? Did you have, when you were in school, and I know Kayla's in college because she's so busy that she only has time to take basically one course at a time, correct?
Correct. I'm trying to get my associate's degree in general studies, but in order to do that, I need X amount of classes. So right now I'm taking modern history. I still need science. I still need English. So it's going to be a long ways going. But I'm going to get there eventually.
Oh, you'll do it.
You'll do it. Yeah, because, you've got your driver's license. You'll do it. You'll do it. So, but your experience in high school and now in college, now I know that it's a little different because you are only taking one class and you travel quite a bit. So you have a busy lifestyle. But what is your experience with friendship? Have most of your friends been people with disabilities or without, or equal?
It's equal because this is me. I like to make friends with just about anybody. Because I am very, as you say, bubbly and outgoing, that I like to talk to my classmates. Like, I'm leaving next week. So I talked to one of my classmates about taking notes on my behalf. So if I miss that class, I can get those notes. So I love taking classes with my peers because I love to interact with them. And I don't think they even know I am differently abled. And if they know, I don't care. Because I'm, like Rachel said, we're just like everybody else. I want to be treated like such. So I'm just happy to exactly interact with my peers. And normally when I take my class, I like to do an introductory email to my professor, letting him know my job, letting him know I'm gonna be traveling a lot, like heavy duty traveling. And all my professors have been easygoing and they know. Because then they go, oh, I see you on TV or whatever the case may be. We get it. We'll accommodate you. So I've been getting the accommodations from my professor without a problem.
You just gave in that little bit a lot of good advice for people out there. First of all, you yourself reach out to your peers, just like anybody else would. I need help with notes. So you do that reaching out. And then you do the reaching out to your professor and you tell your professor, hey, this is the deal.
Yeah, this is what's up.
And this is what's up. And I'm going to need these accommodations. But you handle that yourself, which is why you're such a good ambassador for everybody.
Thank you. And I do have a mentor in the class that also helps me as well.
Oh, that's wonderful. So you have
Yeah.
have you done that your whole journey? Because there's a lot of kids going to college now, and you're going to community college, which people need to know is an option. There are 4-year schools to go to, and that's great for some people, but other people might want to work a job and go to community college. So have you had a mentor the whole time? Like in each class? Do you do that, or is that just this class?
In high school, I had a teacher's aide up to a certain point, because when I had that aide in school, it didn't know less in 10th grade. I had a mentor that a teacher's aide that wanted to hold my hand in the hallway right across it. I'm like, no, thank you. I got this. But now throughout college, I do have a mentor that helps me in my class. Figures out, okay, this is the study guide. This is what you have to look at. She helps me take notes because I still need that.
Okay.
But they help me figure out what's needed for the next class.
Okay, and a mentor could be another peer. A mentor doesn't necessarily mean what the typical aid that you just gave an example of, which makes me laugh. We have to remember that there's so many aides who never got any training and don't know what is really proper help and what is not. And
Exactly.
that's an FYI to every school system out there. You need to train your paraprofessionals along with your teachers and your administrators, because it's not being done enough. And you just gave a great example. Kayla McKeon, who is literally traveling all over and changing the world, did not need somebody to hold her hand in high school.
Right. Went backwards.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So
yeah.
Okay, that was an interesting conversation. So
yeah, and it was.